What's good, YouTube, man? Welcome to the channel. This is my reaction channel, man. If y'all don't know, I got a gaming channel too. Go check it out. I'm on all platforms at Codename Mafia, man. Today, we got a video titled Killer Husband Realized His Wife is Still Breathing. So I guess he tried to his wife, but she ain't die. So we finna jump right into it.
In the early morning hours of Valentine's Day 2019, a woman named Olivia Jones walked the aisles of a local supermarket known as HEB Plus in preparation for dinner with her husband Chris. As she gathered the ingredients, she observed a bouquet of pink and red roses, colors that symbolize tenderness and passion. As Olivia exited the store with the roses in her cart, she was unaware that in less than 40 minutes, she would be dead. A horrible consequence of so-called toxic love. The police would find her on her bedroom floor in a quiet neighborhood in Beaumont, Texas. 11 minutes earlier, her loving husband Chris dialed 911.
Beaumont 911, what is the address of your emergency?
Olivia! Please, hurry. Customer take the gun.
He making that up, bro. He tried to make it seem like they was in there tussling for the gun, knowing good and well he did that to her, bro. She probably tried to. It's not making sense to me yet. I gotta watch some more because they said it was Valentine's Day. Because immediately in my head, I'm thinking she probably tried to leave this man, but they saying it's Valentine's Day. But she going to the store to get flowers. So let's see.
Tell me what's going on.
I'm at home. My wife been shot in the head. Please,
Somebody shot in the head.
my wife, please.
Tell me, where is she shot?
In the head.
Okay, where in the head?
Take it and it went off.
I ain't gonna lie. Police officers piss me off with this, bro. Where in the head is she shot? Where else in the head could she be shot, bro? They be asking you the dumbest shit. Just send somebody, bro. I just told you somebody shot in the head. You asking me where in the head is she shot? Oh no.
Okay. I want you to try to control the bleeding.
As soon as the call disconnected, officers headed on their way to the Beaumont, Texas home of Chris and Olivia, located at 5575 Pine Bur Boulevard. At 8:55 a.m., they arrived. Officer Otis Butler was met by a familiar face, 40-year-old Christopher Ray Jones, who was visibly distressed. Officer Butler was close friends with Chris and his wife Olivia. His body cam was rolling while Chris urged the officer.
Bro, imagine that. Imagine you close friends with somebody, bro, and you get a call. First of all, the police officer's not the one that get the call. They just get told to go over there. Imagine you just get told to go to the house just to pull up to your homie house just to find out your homie smoked his wife that's also your friend. Damn. I don't know how I handle that.
To hurry into the house.
Handle that.
In the bedroom. Where's the gun? In the bedroom, broken down on the dresser. Come this way.
Broken down on the dresser.
Please come this way.
He did it. Ain't no killer finna come in your house, smoke somebody, break the gun down, leave it on the dresser and dip. Arrest him right at the door. I would have arrested him right at the door soon as he said that.
This way. Okay. Please.
As alluded to earlier, the officers made their way to the bedroom and found Olivia lying on the floor.
Baby!
Sir. Okay. Step back.
What's up, Mr. Butler? I tried to take it.
Get his.
So he trying to make it seem like she commits suicide. So this where the plot twist gonna come in at. Okay, it's adding up now. Cause you hear him say, I tried to take it. If we go back one.
Step back.
What's up, Mr. Butler?
I guess that's the friend.
I tried to take it.
I tried to take it.
Mom!
Olivia was found face down with a gunshot wound to the back of her head. Astonishingly, she was still breathing. When the officers rolled
You did it all wrong, bro. You did it all wrong, bro. Ain't nobody finna commit and point the gun to the back of the head like this, bro. Come on, fam. He ain't watching enough movies, bro. You going to jail.
Her over, they discovered that the bullet had pierced through her right eye. The room she was found in was covered in blood, with spatter all over the walls. The paramedics arrived, and while they tended to Olivia, the police secured the area. Officer Butler had Chris walk him through the events leading.
He going to jail, fam. He going to jail.
Up
Boy,
to the
what?
shooting.
What happened? We had a disagreement.
Okay.
And I say, baby, if you're not working with me, you're working against me. I say,
Okay.
we've been doing this. My 19-year-old stepdaughter was 8. My 11-year-old was 1. I said, Olivia,
Okay.
we can't get it together. We can't be together.
Okay.
We got several
There we
bills.
go.
And I say, I just want a divorce. And her reaction was, she got the gun. I said, give me the gun. She like, I don't remember which hand. I'm like, give me that gun. What is you doing? Stop trying to scare me. I took it.
It ain't go like that. 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 It ain't go
You
like
grabbed
that.
it and went off.
I don't believe
She
it.
yanked.
I ain't
I
buying
grabbed
it.
it and she yanked back. And the gun went off. Okay. The gun went off.
Chris's story immediately set off red flags. How could such a large man
Exactly.
be overpowered by his significantly smaller wife? Chris dropped to his
Alright.
knees in anguish, but there were no tears as he asked Officer Butler if he could go check on Olivia.
Mr. Butler, I got help.
No. You don't need to go in there, okay?
Is she alive?
Yeah, she is.
She is.
We got him.
Is she alive, Mr. Butler?
When there,
Please don't tell me she alive. And she
Hey, oh. Hold up.
not.
Yeah, when I saw her, she was.
Hold up. Listen carefully, bro. His heart sunk to the pits of hell when the officer said she was alive.
Mr. Butler, I got help.
No. You don't need to go in there, okay?
Is she alive?
Yeah, she is.
She is.
We got him.
She is. Oh, that boy scared. That boy is scared, bro.
She was talking?
She wasn't talking.
Is she breathing?
It looked like she was breathing. Yeah.
Ooh, good.
Like, don't go in there, sir.
Please.
Sir, I need you to stay right here with me, okay? And calm down.
Calm down.
Upon learning that Olivia was still breathing, Chris's reaction seemed strangely devoid of relief or happiness. Another red flag for Officer Butler. Back inside.
That's what I've been saying. See, bro, Butler paying attention, cause Butler ain't saying nothing for real. Butler peeping, cause mind you, this is friend. Imagine you get dispatched to somebody's house, bro, and the house that you go to is one of your closest friends that killed his wife in the house and is trying to make it seem like she committed suicide, bro. You know this man, bro. You know this man outside of this call, outside of this work stuff, bro. You know how they man act. You know all that. Cause they made it clear that they was close friends from the beginning of the video. So officer not buying this shit.
The home, Olivia's wounds proved to be
The
fatal,
officer
and
not
just
buying
after
this
9
shit.
a.m., she was pronounced dead. Officers searched the rest of the home and noticed that in addition to the surveillance cameras installed on the
Ooh.
exterior of the house, there were 2 more cameras mounted in the living room, monitoring.
He gone. Cause watch, let me tell you exactly what's gonna happen. On top of the red flags that we already seen, right? The tape's gonna come up missing, right? The camera's not gonna either the tape's gonna be missing or the camera not gonna see nothing somehow. Watch.
the interior of the house as well. They also discovered the gun that Olivia was shot with, a 9mm pistol covered in blood. However, they found it strange that the gun was in a different room from where the shooting took place. If Olivia was holding the gun when it went off, how did it end up in a different room? The only logical answer was that Chris must have moved it. Following this discovery, the officers decided that the best course of action was to detain Chris until they had a better understanding of what really happened. As Chris was getting handcuffed, his 19-year-old daughter, Ariel, arrived at the house. She had already been contacted by Chris.
Send her away, bro. Why would y'all contact her and tell her to come over there to such a tragic scene and scar that girl for life? No, y'all don't do that. Anybody watching this video, please don't never do no shit like that, bro. That is a 19-year-old child, bro.
Contacted by Chris, who told her what had happened. She was clearly devastated.
Why would y'all do that, bro? I don't agree with that one, bro. She finna hit that nigga.
While the officers tried to console Ariel, Chris was escorted to the back of a police cruiser. Lead Detective Mendy Freeman and Sergeant Yvette Barrero of the Forensics Unit arrived at the residence and were immediately caught up to speed.
According to him, she grabs a 9mm in their bedroom. She did that. He claims he reached for the gun to try to get it from her. And when he reached for it, and they struggle over it, boom.
At that moment, Olivia's sister Angela arrived at the scene, and Ariel once again broke out into hysterics. All of the evidence was collected and sent to the crime lab. Chris was brought down to the station where they took photos of his hands still covered in blood.
They're waiting for the lead detectives. They're going to be the ones that actually interview. So.
When the detectives finally arrived at the station, they started Chris's interview by asking him what caused the argument. He said,
nothing about this not adding up. Cause soon as I was like, the first time I paused the video, bro, I was trying to make it make sense in my head, and the first thing that came to my head was a breakup. She tried to break up with him, but now that she did, it's so easy to flip it and say she tried to break up with him. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta watch, and it's crazy because I can't even tell y'all that y'all gotta watch the people that y'all dating, because a lot of the times y'all don't see this coming. Y'all would never see this in a person, bro. You feel me? Some type of like this will probably come from a person that ain't never even put their hands on you a day in their life, and y'all been together for years, and out of nowhere, all because you tried to leave, bro. And women, y'all got to get y'all on fire, because like, look how big this dude is, bro. Look how big this dude is, bro. No woman gonna be able to overpower a man in a situation like this, so you need the next best option, bro.
He said that he felt as if Olivia wasn't pulling her weight in the relationship.
I am very particular. If you heard that, that's true. I am very particular. You strive for the best for people. I work really hard. And I don't make excuses for myself. And I don't accept excuses for anybody else.
After telling her that he wanted a divorce, she went to the bedroom and grabbed the gun.
What did you say?
Really? You serious? Really? This is not going to solve anything.
Okay.
You know, this is not, you do not want to do that. Put that freaking gun down before you make a mistake and hurt yourself. She was crying.
He trying to spin the narrative too hard. He's trying to spin the narrative way, way too hard, bro. And it's not adding up.
Chris handed over his cell phone, which had access to the home security camera footage.
All right, let's see what's on it.
You want to access just that camera. You touch that. And that's just that camera. Okay. You follow what I'm saying? So far.
let's go back to devices.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And
Everything is labeled.
carport,
He already deleted it, bro.
backyard, front door,
Bro, he deleted all that
back
before he
door,
called the
laundry
police.
room, side garage, living room, kitchen.
The police examined this footage, hoping to corroborate Chris's story. At 8:41 a.m., Olivia can be seen going about her morning routine in the kitchen. Then, all of a sudden, the footage cuts out. 3 minutes later, at 8:44 a.m.
I told you, bro. He had 11 minutes.
The video is back up,
police.
and Chris is captured frantically pacing around the house while on the phone with 911. 11 minutes later, at 8:55 a.m., the responding officers can be seen entering the residence.
They got
that
here
means
11
that
minutes.
Olivia
That's
must have been
fast, though.
shot during this 3-minute gap in the footage.
Damn. So that's 8:41 in the morning, bro. That just goes to show he went to sleep thinking about. He ain't wake up at 6 a.m. and something just changed his mind. Nah, and he was thinking about this shit last night when he laid down in the bed with her. He was thinking about this last night when he laid down in the bed with her. And right here, 8:41 in the morning, look like she got some coffee, making her some breakfast so she can go on head to the stove. He, god damn.
The interrogation room, Chris was asked why this footage was missing. He claimed that he had no idea.
We're still trying to pull up these
That's
videos
crazy.
here. Why would there be no recordings on it?
I don't know. It should be. Everybody that went in that house should be on it. But like I said, the internet, you can go through days and it pretty much does it. We shouldn't have bought that. You just keep, like, you can pick whatever day you want and it's never going to be consistent. That's why I said it was a waste of money.
Well, I'm wanting desperately to find some video on here that corroborates what you're telling us, but
So where the
almost
other
all the
camera at?
videos
Hold up.
start right after
They said
this
it's 2
event
cameras
happened.
though.
Chris had a bunch of excuses, from internet problems to not charging the camera properly. But at this point, the detectives were taking anything Chris said with a grain of salt. It seemed more likely that Chris, the only one with access to the footage, had tampered with it. Since they did not have the video, they had Chris reenact the moment that he tried to disarm Olivia.
Now go ahead and do my initial. She pulls it. Give me the. Okay. And I go. I'm sorry.
You're good.
No, you're good.
I don't
I'm
want the
sorry.
chair.
I'm sorry. You're fine.
I like the chair, man.
I'm reliving it.
Fine.
You are. I'm reliving it.
So she should be
Man, this shit is so fake, bro. Give it up. Give it up.
shot in the back of her right head.
Did you feel me twist your? Did you feel me twist?
Back here.
Did you feel me twist your?
We're still not looking.
That can't go like that. Hold on. Run that back. Run that back. Run that back. Run that back.
Since they did not have the video, they had Chris
Run that
reenact
back.
the moment
Let's
that
see
he
that
tried to
again.
disarm Olivia.
Now go ahead and do my initial.
All right. This ain't right.
She pulls it.
I mean, like, it probably could be right, but let me tell you where it's not right at. The motion, like how he grabbing her arm, probably could make sense, right? Probably could make sense. But if that's how the gun went off, and they said the bullet came through her right eye, which is this eye, it would have been on this side of her head. Blood would have been on this side of his body. Like, I'm not no, like, what they call it, like forensic expert or with them, whatever they call them people, but just common sense would tell you that there would be blood on this right side of his body, which it wasn't. And they only said blood was only on his hand.
Give me the. Okay. And I
So-
go,
No,
no, you're good.
No, you're
I
good.
mean, he
I'm sorry.
trying to put it
Sorry.
together.
You're fine.
He trying to freestyle this shit, but it ain't
I'm
working. It
reliving
ain't
it. Are you?
working, bro.
I'm
You
reliving
ain't
it.
reliving it, man.
So
Stop
she
the
should
cap,
be
bro. Stop the
shot.
cap.
In the back of her right head. Did you feel me twist your? Did you feel me twist?
Back here.
Did you feel me twist your?
Did you feel me twist? No, you trying to make
With
her
each
say
question
it.
asked, it seems as if Chris was improvising the answer, actively
Exactly.
trying to make the puzzle pieces
Freestyling.
fit together rather than telling
Like
the
I
truth.
said,
The
bro.
detectives ended their initial interview feeling more suspicious of Chris than ever. They then moved on to other members of the family, starting with Olivia's sister, Angela.
Olivia Jones is your sister, right?
He
We've been
freestyling this
talking
whole
a
thing
lot
and it ain't
lately.
going good.
We talk every day. I drop her baby to her at the tax office. She's always been timid about everything. But she was the type that whatever went on in their home, she would keep it there.
Yeah. Kind of a private.
Right, private person.
Yeah.
She loved her baby so much.
I still don't agree with them telling that girl to come to the scene though. They should have let them kids stay where they was at, bro.
She had to
They
live
shouldn't
for
have
them,
found out till the next
she
day,
would
bro.
never.
Angela went on to reveal the extent of Chris's control over Olivia.
She can't talk on the phone after a certain time. He controlled the finances. He never wanted to be in the presence of her family.
Okay, there
Family
we go.
reunions, anything. He never came. But she would have to step off, and when he would call, and all you could hear was him screaming and yelling on the phone. His character is agitation. Like, his character is to be aggressive. I just don't get it. Because all she wanted, my sister was a
Was
married
to be
type.
happy
All she wanted was to be loved. Yeah.
and be happy. I'm
she
telling
loved
you, bro.
love.
These
Like,
dudes,
she
bro.
loved her babies. She wanted to live for her babies.
To make matters worse, Chris's ex-wife Letitia, who he initially met back in 1999, corroborated his pattern of controlling and aggressive behavior.
I met Chris Jones in
Throw
1999.
this dude in jail. He didn't want
It
to
was just
leave.
like a constant fight. Like, he strangled me, choked me out, drug me through the house.
And that's a
He
friend.
had- my skin was missing off my belly
Because
time.
we'll
He
get to a
bit
point
my
like that
hand.
where you either
Made
gonna
this
turn
bite
that
marks in
back
my
on him
head.
because you
This
decide you
was
can't
what it
live like
was.
that, or you just
If
gonna
the house
take the
not
risk or whatever
clean,
come with it, bro.
he's told me that he would kill me if I was to ever leave him. Told me how he would do it.
See?
The reason I never said anything or went for help was because I was extremely in fear of my life. Because I knew and I felt in my heart that he would kill me.
And most damning of all were the allegations made by Olivia's daughter Ariel during her interview. She explained what it was like living at the house with her mom and Chris.
One time they were arguing and I heard her say she couldn't breathe. I would see bruises on her. It broke her down to the point where she believed what he said.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be nothing without me, stuff like that.
Right.
Everybody knows my mom. Everybody knows my mom. Everybody knows that
Bro,
we
he
were her world.
dehumanized
With
that
each
woman,
person
bro.
interviewed, the allegations against Chris were stacking higher and higher. They doubled back with him, urging him to tell the truth about what actually happened to the missing footage.
To be honest, I videos.
I look guilty.
No,
I'm not deleting those videos. I look guilty.
not if you say right now, what you just said a while ago. I freaked out. I panicked. I did some stuff I shouldn't have done. Is that one of them?
Yes.
How many did you delete?
I don't know.
Okay.
It's over, bro.
Of being blamed for something I did do something that looks really bad on me.
While the confession was a
bro.
much-needed win for the detectives,
You cannot feel guilty for something that you didn't do. That's not how guilt works. That's not how conscience works. That's not how it works. If you know in your heart that you did not do something, right? You will, especially if it's some serious allegations like something like murder or, you know what I'm saying? And you know you didn't do that, you gonna go to trial. You gonna go take it as far as you need to take it. Cause you know you didn't do it. You can't, nah, bro.
There was still no trace of those
Get him
crucial
outta
3
there.
minutes of footage. However, the detectives did their due diligence. They spent the days combing through all available footage from the house to see for themselves what
They said
daily
it
life was
more
like for the
cameras,
Jones
right?
family. In these recordings, the true nature of Chris and Olivia's relationship was on
Yeah.
full display.
Then you gonna be looking stupid. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on the floor, White. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on the floor. Look on that. Why is that like that? You're not paying attention. What the man? You wasn't worried about the son of a bitch a minute ago. That's your mother. Don't look at me like that, bitch. I'm not playing with you. Lazy. You want to do some shit, not enough? Give it here. You got all the goddamn answers. You don't do a goddamn thing around this. Right.
Bro. This nigga pissing me off, bro. Bro. Beat this nigga ass.
This your ass, bitch. That's clean dish. That's clean.
I didn't want to. They fell on the floor, so I didn't want to reuse them.
You look at it. You don't pay attention to what the fuck you doing. You all over the place, Olivia. You ain't got the chance to claim your fucking off. Food on the wall. Who you burning now?
Me.
Harriet don't live here. It's you. It's always been you.
Chris would take any chance that he could to bully Olivia, constantly putting her worth into question, even humiliating her in front of her own daughter.
When I got the show ass, you didn't have a job. You collected unemployment. You just had off.
Bro, this nigga. I don't know how the fuck he thought this was gonna add up, bro. Never in a million fucking years he could have thought this shit was gonna add up.
And most men in
And
this
somebody
world
was
want a
gonna
woman
buy
that
this
got what?
bullshit.
You wouldn't be doing
This nigga
if I wouldn't
pissing
have
me
got
off,
upset.
bro.
You would have bagged that. Life would be so much easier for me if you start thinking. You do dumb.
Bro, you don't talk to nobody like that, especially your wife,
This
bro.
footage
like,
shed
this
light on
nigga
Chris's
calling
true
her a
colors
bitch, all
and
kind of
confirmed the
shit.
allegations of abuse from Olivia's family. Detectives also looked into Chris's criminal records and discovered that he had a history of violent charges, including multiple assaults in 1996 and a domestic assault in 1998, which landed him in jail for a brief period of time. Even though they were still waiting for ongoing forensic analysis results, authorities believed that they had enough evidence to place charges against Chris.
News this morning, a Beaumont man is now facing murder charges in a Valentine's Day shooting of his wife. Police say this man, Christopher Ray Jones, who worked as a correctional counselor at the Beaumont Federal Prison, killed his wife, Olivia.
Chris was charged with first-degree murder and second-degree manslaughter in April of 2019. But unexpectedly, within 24 hours after being charged, he was released on a $150,000 bond and was put under...
Bro, stop playing with me, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
house arrest with a GPS monitor.
Now a man charged with murdering his wife is back at their home.
40-year-old Christopher Ray Jones was arrested and charged with shooting his wife in the face on Valentine's Day. His bond was set at $150,000. He paid and is now out.
Many taking to social media to voice their concerns, stating things like, "Can't believe he's out on a $150,000 bond. That's crazy. What's wrong with our system?" And, "Can't believe they would make his bond so low that he got out. He should not be walking the streets."
While out on bail, Christopher was allowed to continue operating the Jones family business, a food truck called One Plate at a Time. The judge allowed Chris to work while out on bail since the food truck is directly beside his home. However, this decision was controversial amongst Olivia's family and the community. They knew Chris was the only person with Olivia at the time of her death, and they all seemed to believe that he had killed her.
This food truck on Concord Road in Beaumont is a hot topic on social media. It's not generating rave reviews from many, but condemnation from a grieving family.
I don't see how would anyone want to support someone who murdered their wife on Valentine's Day, which is a day that we are supposed to celebrate love. And
That's what I'm saying. This shit, like, all this is messed up, bruh. You can't go, I don't know. You don't do nothing like that. They let this man out after knowing good and well that he murdered them, bruh. I don't even know what else to say.
The day that she was going to celebrate that with him, he decides to take her life.
Chris's image was tainted even further when the results from the crime lab came in. The bloodstain patterns at the crime scene indicated that the gunshot wound could not have happened in the way that Chris described it.
What I told y'all 10 minutes ago, bro. What did I tell y'all 10 minutes ago? I ain't no expert, bro. But it's literally 2 and 2 equals 4. Like, that's all it could be, bro. That's all it could be, bro. Like,
described it. Additionally, investigators found no gunshot residue on Olivia's hands, indicating that there was no way she was holding the gun when it went off. There was, however, gunshot residue on Chris's hands and clothing. Despite all of the evidence pointing towards Chris, he pled not guilty to his charges. But before his trial would take place, Olivia's family held a gathering to honor her memory.
This Valentine's Day,
I would have had to get dude, I ain't gonna lie.
purple and red balloons filled Rogers Park.
Or something, I would have had to get dude, bro.
And red was one of her favorite colors.
1 year ago today, Joshua Simmons lost his sister.
Valentine's Day was one of her favorite holidays.
I would give almost anything to have her back right now.
What's this year been like for you and your family?
If you can wrap it up in one word, it would be frustrating.
Frustrated with the fact that Jones isn't behind bars. Now the family wants to raise awareness for domestic violence, but more than anything, they want justice for Olivia.
We're wanting him to spend the rest of his life in prison, while my sister spend the rest of her life in the grave.
After finally having an opportunity to celebrate Olivia's life, her loved ones would once again have to face her death during Chris's upcoming trial. The courtroom was packed with family members from both sides. It had been over 3 years since Olivia's death, and despite the clear tension,
he offed his wife. All the evidence saying that he did it. Went through video footage of him beating on his wife, degrading her, all that. Got witnesses on top of witnesses on top of witnesses and evidence on top of evidence on top of evidence. And y'all let this nigga out on bond for 3 years. And he been running a business. I'm telling you, bro, if I was her brother, if I was that dude, he wouldn't have made it them 3 years, bro.
Between the two families, they all wanted the same thing, justice for Olivia. Prosecutors Jimmy Ham and Mike Laird described Chris as an abusive partner with a violent past, and it was only a matter of time before something like this happened. Chris's defense attorney, Ryan Gertz, argued that Chris only grabbed the gun because Olivia was recklessly handling the weapon, putting both herself and Chris in a dangerous predicament. Forensic pathologist Celestina Rossi provided critical bloodstain analysis and confirmed that Olivia did not have any gunshot residue on her, contradicting the defense's claims that her death was merely an accident. The testimonies and evidence combined ultimately overpowered the defense team, and on February 8, 2022, Christopher Ray Jones was found guilty for the murder of his wife, Olivia Jones.
1,118 days. That's how long Olivia Jones's family says they've waited for this moment. The moment when Olivia's husband, Christopher Jones, was found guilty of murder. Olivia died at the hands of her husband on Valentine's Day 2019, and instead of spending a lifetime behind bars,
we elected to agree with the state to a 30-year sentence because of the potential risk of, an even higher sentence.
In exchange, Christopher waived his right to appeal the conviction. After the judge handed down this sentence, Olivia and Christopher's 2 daughters took the stand. Looking directly at their father, they described the impact of Olivia's death. The youngest daughter, who is only...
Just imagine that, bro. You gotta go stand up there and talk to this nigga afterwards? Hell no.
Who is only 11 when her mother died, said, quote, "I'll forgive you one day, but right now I can't." Throughout the trial, the prosecution described a history of abuse that finally blew up. Defense attorney Ryan Getz argued a different version of events.
I think that we'll never know what happened in that room. Ultimately, my impression from the jurors is that they just didn't believe Chris's version of it.
I'm in the video right here, man. Make sure y'all drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, man. And go check out the gaming channel, man. Codename Mafia on all platforms, man. We ain't listening to no more of that bullshit. And with that being said, man, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.